16th then. Let's get this sorted. I forgot to say the song yesterday, I think. The song today is Shine. So don't dim your lights for starters, that's obvious. Oh, got to put it back, sorry there was one out of the packet, let's try again. It's the little arrow, I can't remember what that's called. Oh, we've got Karma again. We've got Sagittarius and 7th house of relationships again. So I don't know it. I've never heard it. I'm sure I haven't. But it's shine. That's the only word they've given me, so I'm going to look for it. Shine. If you've got your cup of coffee, Kristen, you've done your meditation, protect yourself. Let's see. Today's card is the devil. It's material things, it's being seduced by sex, money, temptation of all kinds. So we need him in the reverse so that we break the shackles. Let's see. Oh, a flipper. Capricorn energy. I use. You don't use others, but you use everything at your disposal to get where you need to be. There he is. Well done, Spirit, thank you for breaking the shackles. We aren't going to be worrying about what other people think anymore, or controlled and manipulated by others. And we cannot be bought. Absolutely brilliant. Unconditional love for yourself and others. Cancer energy. It's the home and family life. A Cancer cusper could be late Gemini, early Leo, but this is a Cancer person of any gender. Or a very loving man who loves you unconditionally. Or you may be that man. It's getting to the top of your game as far as emotions are concerned. And that leads you to be strong enough to shatter any shackles, manipulation or anything else where someone is trying to control you. No keeping up with the Joneses, no trying to manipulate others. The toxicity is gone, you're out of it. You're breaking those shackles. Financial success, Leo energy or a Leo cusper, female or male is early Leo, like I said, is Cancer. Late Leo is Virgo. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet. Some of you, for that to happen, you have to become single. For others of you, you have everything you need, but there's one thing missing. 9 years. So you need to find a new team to make the new foundation stronger and successful, and it will be successful and will profit within 3 years. This could be 3 years of study that ends up leading you to a career that's very profitable, a new business, or a new family group, somewhere that you've laid down the foundations for a new beginning. Because it seems that there is here lack of reciprocity, so you're giving too much and not getting enough back. 6 years. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. They're never going to be on your level. So you're stuck, a bird in a gilded cage. You know there's need for change, but you have to rid yourself of these shackles first. The material things in life. Caring about what other people think. And rise from the muck of the swamp. Don't be stubborn. You're holding on too tightly to something that you're not happy in any way. Release and let go. Stop trying to control others, the situation, the outcome, your ego taking over. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, it can go on. How long do you want it to go on? Do you still want to be in this position a year from now? I doubt it. You've got to love yourself first, and love yourself unconditionally, not egotistically weird. Just be kind to yourself, like it said yesterday. Yeah, someone feels abandoned here, and now they have to make a decision. But there is some denial. There is some wishing to protect others. You can't do that all their lives. And wanting to be sure of your facts. If you want 100% to be sure, you'll never do it. So it's your choice. Yeah, somebody is going to be found out. It's as simple as that. Something is going to be found out that makes you break the shackles. Either something someone's kept to themselves, maliciously or otherwise, or you're keeping to yourself. It's dirty dealing, really. It's somebody up to no good usually, but sometimes it's not malicious. Sometimes it's just people keeping things from you because they think they're protecting you. That doesn't help. It stops the honesty. Your dreams are important now, so listen to them. Have a book by the side of your bed so you can write them down. Even nightmares. There is nightmares obviously about cash and security and love even. There's it's usually finances though, with the Queen of Wands underneath it, and the dragon. The dragon is in reverse, so the dragon is not happy, which means finances are not good. 7 months. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. You're getting over it. You're getting over the grief. Or there is an elderly person or someone of infirm of mind. They're totally confused. Heart issues and vindictiveness. Third parties, sometimes something coming between you and what you want. There's air signs all over this. Negative communications. Somebody spying, lying, up to no good. Gemini, possibly an immature energy or child watching you. Sportsman, sarcastic mouth. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sporty child. Air sign. Peace of mind is what you want, but keeping the peace just for the sake of it isn't a good idea. Yeah, sitting on the fence ain't gonna work. You can try it, but believe me, you won't be happy. And there she is again. So we've got all the cards that we need. It's that demanding fire sign female, Leo, who wants financial security. And mountains will be made out of molehills, bickering, hitting brick walls. There's nothing you can do. So it looks like the finances are coming between you and what you want. Either a person, a career, whatever it is. Right now, everybody's going through it. The finances are just not good enough. But they are going to improve. And if you start again in a new business, a new career, a new foundation somewhere else, you'll probably profit within 3 years. There's 2 threes, so definitely something coming between you and another, and you're sat on the fence about which way to go, and it's causing sleepless nights and a lot of confusion. So it could be choices between jobs, houses, people, whatever it is. There's some things you don't know, you're not aware of, and it could be deliberate. Yeah, there it is again. So holding on too tightly by the skin of your teeth to something that you're not even happy with anyway. But it's comfortable, you know it. So your ego, you have to make the right choice for you. This is Gemini all over this. It's about communications, it's about siblings, it's about school days, the colour yellow, twins, hands, arms, shoulders, families, but above all, it's somebody who sees things the way you do, the right person for you. 6 or 24, positive energy. Adam, Eve and Lily. Lily's been mentioned a lot. But there will be sacrifices, and some of you just don't want to make those sacrifices. But you're going to have to, or you'll never be happy. You're hanging yourself out to dry in this toxic situation for selfish people who don't give a monkeys. They're not grateful. It's Groundhog Day. You will stay there in limbo for however long until you turn your world upside down and see things from a different angle. Put your boundaries in place and say no. So it's 12, Pisces energy negative. Stay away from that. Because there's boredom, apathy. You want somebody to come and save you, that's not going to happen. 4 months. And finally, the High Priestess is back where she belongs, out of hell. She's not going to stay there anymore. She was mentioned yesterday, the mute. She doesn't say anything. But there will be a sacrifice on the altar. And it all depends whether you are strong enough to sacrifice that. The safety. 2 and 29. You're no longer, you're putting your boundaries in place, you're making the right decisions and no longer letting the negative things into your aura, be it financial, emotional, spiritual, mental or physical. And then you will be happy. Your bliss will return. Perhaps a holiday to the beach, because you're just not going to let these things get you down. Yeah, you're reevaluating. You're not going to be ungrateful. You're not going to feel unworthy. You are going to shine your light like the song says. You know that mistakes have been made up to now. And you know where you've made the mistakes. So with that and the 3, if you put them together, put new foundations in, perhaps for a new business, and you begin from now, draw a line in the sand, because you're reaping what you sow now, but you can sow the seeds for a better future if you learn from your mistakes. You won't be starting from scratch because you'll have the knowledge. The tower must fall. Either you have to be vulnerable or you bring your world crashing down so that you can see things from a different angle. Be prepared to sacrifice something. 16, because this is becoming a massively heavy burden. But it's a blessing in disguise, because it's to teach you what you don't want. Yeah, it's all about love. Venus. Venus But we know, don't we, she's a bit of a mixed bag, is Venus. Venereal disease was called after her. So some of you may, if you're not careful with that third party, could catch something. It is the mother energy again, the Empress. It's all about growing as a person, as a soul. Love is your religion. It's something and the only thing to die for. Unconditional love. Let love take care of it for now. It's co-ruled by Libra and Taurus, and we've got neither of those. But the lesser Neptune, which we have got there, the Tower and Pisces. Neptune in Pisces, which has caused all the problems. Be careful of your spending and don't buy anything just for the sake of it. Venus rules money, especially money shared in partnerships or marriages, but it could be business enterprise as well. Money worries will find a resolution. Art, hair salons, restaurants, movies, concerts, dance recitals, craft shows, cosmetics and fashion may figure in. And you may be dealing with an artist or people who work with the arts. You may discover a more creative and artistic side to yourself. Venus is the most humane and fair of the planets, so you may be asked or feel compelled to settle a dispute. Yes. Courts, law and judgment, and it said that yesterday, didn't it, may factor in. But more than this card indicates a new love coming into your life, or the improvement or new start of an old love relationship. So when Venus represents itself in a reading, the first thing to focus on is romance and love, but after that, creativity and refinement. You can be assured you are found very attractive at this present time and may be the subject of some advances. If so, romance would become childlike, childhood. Playful, even childlike. It is time for full heart blessings. There's your full heart blessings. If a relationship begins, it will have more a sense of contentment and happiness to it. Unless the second card comes into it, which it hasn't. Venus is the planet of charmers. So you may want to pour on the charm in a situation. There is a tendency to become more sociable and engaging, which you're not there and which you should be. Shine your light. At this time, people will generally be sweeter, more helpful and amenable. It's a good period to smooth ruffle feathers or make peace with others, and that's what you're trying to do. But I wouldn't suggest brushing things under the carpet to do so. It's not a good idea. Using diplomacy will serve you momentously at this time. So the diplomat is back in it, isn't it? Oh, and then we've got the pot stirrer again, the 16. Well, there you go. It is a blessing in disguise, but you shouldn't leave other people to do something when you know you could do it better yourself. You'll be waiting forever. It's about transformation, shedding a skin, gaining knowledge, and believing in magic. So, Sheridan, she's a bugger, isn't she? Blames everybody else but herself for the potion going to the wrong person. So, Sheridan is known as a shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir her cauldron, making herbal magical brews. Legend tells of Guion, a boy left in charge to stir the cauldron's potion, who accidentally splashed it. He sucked the 3 drops off his thumb from this potion and was bestowed with knowledge, magic and the goddess shape-shifting skills. But it didn't serve him well because she was very angry and chased Guion. They both shape-shifted into many manner of animals and escaped until eventually Guion was eaten by Sheridan. But even this didn't stop his life force because it merged with hers and she became pregnant with his essence. Sheridan could not bear to keep him, but he was a beautiful child. So again, the abandonment. Somebody may have been adopted. and it does give off separation anxiety sometimes. So she bundled him off and set him upon the waters, where he was later found and adopted. It is said that he grew up to be the famous Taliesin. So, on drawing this card, transformation is likely. If you are not already beginning one, first it's necessary to gather all the correct ingredients and place them in a mixing pot, being careful to ensure that everything is in its place at the correct time, which could mean astrological points. And so remember what I said about looking at your chart in time. Transformation can be welcome and sometimes not, but one thing is certain: you will not be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing, no matter how you might perceive it at the time. Like I said, a blessing in disguise, the 16. Just as the story on shapeshifting goes, so too is it important to shapeshift or be adaptable to every different situation. What in your life can you apply this to? Where do you need to adapt or adopt a different way of being? Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's about thinking and doing differently, turning your world upside down like the hanged man does to obtain a different outcome this time. What magic will you put into the cauldron? Ceridon is also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of cycles and change. Everything is in a state of flux at this time. The only constant in your life is change. It's a time to roll with the flow, look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change. Needs to move, needs to grow, needs to go. Let it in. Don't resist. It is the gift of change. What are you ready to create now? Because you're creating a new future for yourself. The rune. The rune is Tiwaz, binding agreements, and we've got to break those shackles. We don't want to sign anything. We don't promise or bind ourselves to anything at this time. So, one-handed god of war and oaths. So, that suggests to me, Kristen, you are definitely mentioned in this for many reasons. So, be careful with this one. Binding agreements, war and oaths, arguments over promises or contracts. Tiwaz. Tiwaz is the ancient name for the god of war and justice, who was first mentioned in Roman writer Tacitus, who claimed that Tiwaz was the king of the Germanic gods. Tuesday is very important. Ravenous hunger. Fenris, half man, half beast, which would be the Hierophant. So 5 or 23 could be important. Binding oaths are indicated by Tiwaz. This may seem paradoxical, since Tiwaz broke his oath to the wolf, Capricorn, yet the oath was made under duress, and he had good reason to lie. A worthy promise made under the right conditions and for honourable reasons should indeed and must be kept. Marriage vows are a case in point. Tiwaz is thought to signify lasting love, and its appearance denotes a bond that once made cannot be broken. However, Tiwaz is also an aggressively masculine rune, so it tends to favour men rather than women. Any relationship question that answered by Tiwaz shows that passion will run riot because two strong-minded people will be involved. While sex will never be boring, the danger of jealousy will always be present. If the person asking the question is a woman, Tiwaz suggests that the strong and handsome man will love her fiercely, and that she may have to sacrifice some major things in her life to ensure that her attachment to him remains strong. However, once that's been done, that relationship will prosper. Love will be steadfast, or as Shakespeare described, as constant as the northern star. T-Wars also indicates success in business and sports. It suggests that legal decisions will go in your favour. In these matters, as in all affairs of the heart, an unshakable conviction that what you are doing is right will give you the strength of purpose to succeed. You must avoid selfishness, dishonourable actions, and turning one's back on responsibility. Women should not trust their men so readily because in the position the rune often denotes shallow relationships if it's in the negative. So today's astrology, I don't think there was much, was there? We looked yesterday. The moon enters Cancer. Oh no, that's July, sorry. Mercury sextiles Jupiter. Mercury squares Saturn. A good day to negotiate, but developments may not all be smooth sailing. However, if you're cautious and choose your words carefully, you could make great progress. So avoid delays and mix-ups. The moon is in Taurus, and that's the Saturn. So, the dice. We've got 7th house of marriage. It says about partnerships and marriages, doesn't it? And legal affairs. So it's very important. It's also the colon, the prostate, the loins, the marital home. The colours blue and brown. Relationships, matrimony and partnerships. Unity, other people. Be careful of projecting your feelings and wants onto others. Public enemies and lawsuits. But it is karmic again. This time it's karmic rewards. So the North Node in Sagittarius. The path of the seeker. The soul is on a quest for knowledge of the true meaning behind the universe and physical incarnations. And then the North Node in the 7th house. The task is to relate to others without repressing your own needs. Relationships and partners of all kinds bring to light karmic issues. So karma is things that, like I said, you reap what you sow from the past, long distant past, but you are having to make recompense for it. And there we have Ocean, the African goddess of beauty and love. So again, goddess of love, it's there twice. So this is about emotions and about loving yourself as much as anyone else. Number 4 and the number 3, massively important. And 30. So Ocean. And it's not spelt like ocean, it's O-S-H, ocean, S-H-U-N. She is. Happiness in love, sexual satisfaction, fulfillment of desires, meeting the soul partner, a resolution of opposites, marriages and happy endings. Beautiful Ocean, queen of love, brings you an end to running and hiding. She brings an end to the restless search for true love. She brings peace and satisfaction, trust and friendship, and a safe harbour from life's storms. If you're looking for the end to a dispute or the end to a quest, take heart because it is near. Ocean brings you into harmony with yourself and with the universe. Ocean lulls wildness into calmness and soothes that savage beast in your heart and the hearts of others. In business matters, Ocean brings clarity and compassion, the rare gift of honesty. Ocean brings light to dark places in your life and turns your sorrows into joy. Take back your power. This is power struggles, perhaps. You are reminded that your essence is divine, so let no one diminish you. Shine, just like the song says. When you feel totally serene and at peace, you are powerful. For no one can upset or influence you. Doesn't matter what they say. Sticks and stones, remember? Your angel guidance is to find your still, quiet centre. Heal your anger, purify your emotions, and rely on your own judgment. Make your own decisions. It serves your spiritual growth to take the responsibility for your life. So where's she gone? Stand on your own 2 feet and be strong. True power is based on your inner strength, your self-worth, your confidence, but not ego. Claim your power today. You are serene, powerful, and confident. Well done. Thanks for listening. Break those shackles. Rebel. Bye.